This question is from GATE 2012 Mechanical Engineering paper, question number 2. Match the following metal forming processes with their associated stresses in the workpiece. The metal forming processes that are given are number 1 coining, number 2 wire drawing, number 3 blanking, number 4 deep drawing. The types of stresses that are mentioned are tensile, shear, tensile and compressive, and compressive. Let's see one by one what stress is produced in each of these metal forming processes. Number 1 is coining. As the name suggests, coining is nothing but a forging type of process in which the workpiece is placed between two dies and pressure is applied by compressing the dies, by bringing the dies closer to each other. So we can see that compressive stresses will be developed in the workpiece. So for coining we have compressive stresses as it's a closed die forging process and workpiece between the two dies is pressurized or compressed. Second one, that is wire drawing. Again, as the name suggests, we see that drawing is a process where a workpiece is being pulled out from both ends in order to reduce its diameter. So we can see this is nothing but a reduction of diameter of the workpiece in order to form a wire, and this is nothing but pulling from both ends. And pulling is an action performed by applying tension on both the ends. So one of the ends can be held fixed and the other end will be pulled by applying tension, and thereby the pulling will happen and the wire will be drawn. So the stresses that develop in the workpiece are tensile stresses. Next one is blanking. Now blanking is nothing but a sheet metal operation where a shape has to be cut out from the workpiece or from the sheet metal. It's a sheet metal operation and a shape has to be cut out from the workpiece. So there is a shear failure happening in order to make the cut happen. So we can see that shear stress is developed at the interface where the workpiece and the material removal mechanism works. There are various types of machining processes used to carry out blanking. Punching is the process used. So by punching the shape in, we thereby create shear stresses on the interface, and those shear stresses should be higher than the shear strength of the material of the workpiece so that the cut will happen. Last one is deep drawing. Deep drawing is a sheet metal forming process. So the sheet metal workpiece here or the sheet metal blank here, it is drawn radially into a forming die. So into the forming die, the sheet metal is drawn radially. And this drawing in radial direction is a result of a punch. This punch will generate indirect compressive stresses at the interface, while in the radial direction we can see there is a pulling happening, which will be the tensile stresses. So we can see both tensile as well as compressive stresses are developed in the workpiece. Let's go back and mark the correct option. We have coining with compressive stresses, wire drawing with tensile, blanking with shear, and deep drawing with tensile and compressive. So coining is with compressive S, wire drawing is with tensile, that is P, blanking is with shear, that is Q, and deep drawing is R. 1 for S, 2 for P, 3 for Q, and 4 for R. Option A itself is the correct option. It's the correct match. To learn about metalworking processes more, you can refer to the NPTEL video Classification of Metalworking Processes, where all of these metal forming processes are discussed, from the course Principles of Metal Forming Technology. This course is by Dr. Pradeep Jha. He is from Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, IIT Roorkee. I hope this solution will help you clear your doubt. Thank you.